Give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to our younger brothers. Peace and blessing, salutation. Hopefully they got there pushing his word of truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. All right, we're GMS Mississippi Camp coming once again to prophesy the downfall of this place we call America. Ultimately, this whole peace system, which is ran by Esau Edom. Okay, and as of late, all right, the leaders of the Edomites, the Amaleks, all right, the Amalek, the nation of Amalek, the Amalekites, all right, have been on center stage. The Spirit is putting a microscope on the true leaders of the earth. Okay, and what's happening, you're having a lot of talking points created based off the narrative of who we are. Okay, there's a lot of, false narratives going around. There's a lot of confusion. So what the brother want to get into is really being born again.
This is the book of John, chapter 3, starting at verse 1. There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus,
Yep.
a ruler of the Jews.
Yep, the ruler of the Jews. So Nicodemus had status, okay, within Judea. Okay, they called him a ruler of the Jews. So he had clout and status. And see, it wasn't popular to follow Yahweh Shai, just like in this day and time. That's why you see these men with clout, okay, they're not willing to say the name Yahweh Shai. They'll make certain points, okay? They'll bring out certain talking points and bring out certain little facts here and there, but they won't confess Yahweh Shai, okay? Go ahead.
The same came to Yahweh Shai by night,
Yep.
and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher, came from the Most High.
Yep.
For no man can do these miracles that thou doest.
Yep. So there's a lot of people that's watching, but they won't say that they're watching. You have secret disciples, and then you also have people that watch but are not truly following. They're just gathering information, man. Okay? They're gathering information, taking the bits that they agree with, adding with the confusion that they already have, and trying to jump on these platforms and create a doctrine, man. Go ahead.
Except the Most High be with him.
Go ahead.
Yahweh Shai answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of the Most High.
So if you're not born again, you can't see the kingdom of the Most High. And see what you have with these Jakes, you got these platforms, these Kanye's and Kyrie's, they're not born again. Okay? These men, okay, are pretty much in a position to where, especially Kanye, he's fully juiced in. And even with Kyrie, he's trying to play both sides, but the time is showing that he's juiced in, man. Esau wants to create a narrative where they can demonize the truth, man. Okay? This is what this thing is all about. Esau creating a narrative to demonize, all right, and make it seem as if what we're doing, okay, by speaking the truth, this is just words. We're just here teaching the scripture. But he's trying to make it seem that what we're doing is a threat to humanity, man. Yeah.
This is Mark 10 and verse 17. And when he was gone forth into the way, there came one running and kneeled to him and asked him, Good master, what shall I do that I may inherit eternal life?
Yeah, so you had this Jacob inquiring of Yahweh Shai, how can he inherit, the things that he's speaking of in the gospel? Because the gospel was made known, it was made known what Yahweh Shai was teaching, man. Okay? So he's coming inquiring, how can he be down? Go ahead.
Verse 18, and Yahushua said to him, Why call you me good? There is none good but one, that is the Most High.
Yeah, because Yahweh Shai knew, okay, that in his past life, he wasn't perfect. He was perfect as Yahweh Shai, okay, but there's only one good that has never, ever did wrong, and it's the Heavenly Father.
You know the commandments: do not commit adultery, do not kill, do not steal, do not bear false witness, defraud not under your father and mother.
Yep, and you got guys that listen and might do those things, man. You might, Kyrie probably goes by Levitical diet. Just giving an example.
Yeah.
Okay, he might not commit adultery. He might not deal with other men's wives. Okay, but now, all right, it's a time to showcase faith, and you're going to see that these guys weren't built to do that, man. Go ahead.
And back into the scripture, and he answered and said unto him, Master, all these things have I observed from my youth. Then Yahushua, beholding him, loved him, and said unto him, one thing you lack, go your way, sell whatsoever you have, and give to the poor, and you shall have treasure in heaven, and come and take up the cross and follow me.
Yeah, so now he's requiring faith. Okay? Now Yahweh Shai is like, okay, you're doing the technical things of the law. Now let's see where your faith is.
Right.
Okay.
Since you said that, and this faith requires what? Requires what? For you to disassociate with this world.
Yep.
Now we had a brother that basically was playing in the NFL, and he gave all of that up. Two brothers. So there's no excuses. You know, going back to the point. Back in verse 23, and Yahushua looked round about and said unto his, you know what, let me go back. Verse 22, and he was, oh, Salaki, verse 22, and he was sad at the saying, and went away grieved, for he had great possessions.
Yeah, and see, that's what Jake, that's a holdup for these Jakes, man. Is these possessions, these lifestyles. Okay? Jake is not willing to downgrade for what he believes in. Okay? What you're seeing now is pretty much, all right, Jake is being used, as you were saying last week, just to stir things up. They wasn't made to be followed, man. Okay? Because they have no solid doctrine. You really don't know what they believe. And that's another thing. If you follow Yahweh Shai, it's plain, all right, it should be plain what you believe in, man. Okay?
And even with the Kyrie situation, all of that being said, he was still pushing a universal perspective.
Yep.
He still pushed a universal perspective.
You go into that documentary, which is still on Prime, okay? They were saying that Jaffe, you know, they was trying to make the so-called white man be Jaffe, okay? So that's why, see, Esau he's more crafty than all the animals of the field, the beasts of the field.
That's it.
He's extremely crafty, man.
That's it.
What you call control opposition.
That's it.
You know, and Elder Kyle Korn made the point. Esau tries to mimic the Most High because the first control opposition was Satan. You see, Esau tries to do what the Most High does, all right, on a carnal level.
And if y'all can receive this in the spirit, he really won't break millstone.
Yep.
Because even when Ye made that statement about what he said, right? You know, you had an article, and I want to say that article came from the platform of ADL something, but they named every camp excluding Great Millstone. So with that, there is an expose who Esau really wants, man.
Yeah.
Because we have the truth, all praises to Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shah, beginning with the apostles of Great Millstone. You know, but at the same time frame, Kyrie and Ye, they're sellouts, but at the same time frame, they're here to promote what? Interest in the truth.
Yep.
And the Most High used them to drive them, the elect, to the real prophets.
Yep. To make this a topic.
That's it.
See, now these things have to be discussed. Now, as this word anti-Sem is being thrown around, anti-Semitic, now people are looking into what does that mean?
That's right.
You see? Now we got to go into what this means, and then you go into who's running all these corporations in the earth. See, all these things are coming out, okay? And the Most High is the master strategic, man.
Master manipulator.
Yep. You got
This is the book of Mark, chapter 8, start verse 36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
Yeah, so what can a man give in exchange for a soul? See, if you go to the soul, it goes to the Greek word psyche, okay? Which goes also to the seat of emotions. You see, these people that we see, their life is pretty much planned for them, okay? Look, this year, you're going to beef with this rapper, okay? Y'all going to beef, you're going to make this song, you're going to show up at these radio stations, you're going to say this, all right? We're going to set it up to where you smash his baby mama, okay? You're going to kill somebody from his block, he's going to kill two guys. It's all staged, man.
That's it.
Okay, when they had the baby, he shot a nigga in the in the grocery store,
You can hear it.
you know, they say they can't hear.
No, you barely hear it. No, you good. You can hear it just, you know.
What's that? Yeah, with the baby. He supposed to shot a nigga in the grocery store. At Walmart, yeah. In the produce aisle. You know? All this is staged for publicity, for hype, and their whole life is staged, man.
That's it.
You know?
And then when you sell your soul, it comes with what? An oath.
Yeah.
You know, it comes with an oath. So selling out comes with a contractual agreement.
Yeah.
Just like we sold out to Yahweh Bashem on the right-hand side, well, Satan requires that same concept, but he believes in what? Homosexuality and blood sacrifices, anything breaking the standard of the Most High. And like the priest is saying, it's all a fucking stage. Everything you see on TV is nothing but a fucking illusion, man.
Even if they want to be sincere, you sold your right to be sincere.
So you're right, and that's the point.
You see?
That's the point.
And that's why they tiptoe around the truth, man. That's why they'll, like you said, they'll bring out certain points, you know, but they don't proclaim the name of Yahweh Hashem outside. They don't completely denounce these fake Jews, man, because they know they still got them, what to say, about a ball and chain, man. Because they can still snatch that rug from under them. See how they, and like I say, it's all propaganda and everything, but with, how can you be a billionaire and they just cut off all your money like that with Kanye? You know what I'm saying?
That's it. And
You
food,
get
no. I'm sorry.
You got it.
No.
And then they hitting Kyrie with these lashes, man. As far as you know, suspending him, finding him and shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't talking about he's gonna retire with him, but that ain't up to him because he done signed this contract with them. Not necessarily saying the NBA contract, but this oath that the priest is bringing out. So if they don't want him to retire, his ass gonna keep running up and down that floor. You know what I mean?
That's right. And food for thought. All right, you measure a man by his actions and not what he's saying. All right, so if that nigga ain't proclaiming Yahweh Shai, a great millstone, and so on and so forth, that man is juiced in.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it regardless of what it appears on TV.
Look, man, I done quit jobs before, and I didn't wait. I quit that day, goddammit. I walked off, man. So if you done with something, man, if your mind is made up, hey, you gonna be done away with it, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's when that faith is gonna come in. Like the priest was saying, now these guys gotta show their faith, but they're not gonna put forth no faith because they're still tiptoeing between truth and their slave masters, man.
Hey, since you said that, bro, what did Peter say? He said, man, look, we have forsaken everything. We abandoned everything.
Yo.
Meaning, basically, you had disciples, potential disciples, basically, at the net. And straight away, they left the net and followed Yahweh Shai. Now, we know, basically, everybody's not going to do that because the Most High has these things broken into prophets, right, and also followers. But at the same time frame, you know, you got to be careful and understand how Esau is nothing but a great magician, and this media shit is nothing but a stage, and the people watching this shit is nothing but the audience. That's it.
Like I said, it's too. It's just a form of book break. That's all it really is. It's show you niggas. It's showing you. If you get out of line, they're gonna do this to you. They did the same shit to Nick Cannon. The same shit to Kyrie. And that's all it is. Same thing for Kanye. It's just a form of book break. To make you the biggest, strongest nigga, and it ain't physical, but they do it to take the money from you. That's all it really is. It's a form of butt break, man.
Yeah, but see, think about this. Back in the day, when you did something to your mama, what she do? She take the video game.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? She may not let you stay up late at night and watch TV. And it's the same thing with the endorsements. The endorsements is nothing but the accessories. Yeah. And that comes with selling out. Now, if you do this and you push this agenda, you could be a great star.
That's right.
You know?
This is Luke chapter 9, verse 24. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
And that's what we see Jake doing. See Jake tiptoeing, trying to play both sides, or, you know, either they're juiced in and playing a role, or, like I said, they're trying to play both sides, but ultimately they do those things to save their lifestyle. Okay? They're doing it to save their lifestyle.
Keep that comfort.
Yeah, to keep their comfort. Okay? Jake want to keep that certain lifestyle because they have become accustomed to that, man. Go ahead.
But whosoever will lose his life for my sake,
Yep.
the same shall save it.
Yeah, so if you lose your life, because that's going to be us, losing positions and status in this society, okay? Even the little things that we do have, we're going to lose. And then it's going to come a chance where we might have to lose our life. But see, we live for Yahweh Shai. And if we die for Yahweh Shai. See, we're in a time now where you should understand how your leader thinks. It shouldn't be gray areas about your leaders, man, and what they stand on. Yeah. Hey, there's certain times, even amongst the camp, where you can be in a situation and you can understand like, damn, I know this brother feel this way about this, because we've been around each other so much, we understand even how we move and how we think, how brothers would react, man. So we should be in a position time where you should know how your leaders think, man. Right. The mindset that's being pushed. Right. With Apostle Hart, he's about doing the work. Okay? With Apostle Gabar, he's about looking up words. Okay? you see, Apostle Kai heavy on prayer, and the brotherhood. You see, Apostle Rumlock heavy, going live stream. Like, what these men are about and what they stand for, man. But these guys getting on TV, then they halfway say something, then they retract, then they halfway, all that bullshit, man. It's time to take a stance for righteousness, man. That's it. Go ahead.
For what is a man advantage if he gain the whole world and lose himself or be cast away?
So what's the advantage that these guys have that they made that decision? Yeah, they have these world's goods, okay? But what's money, okay, in the crashed economy? Right. Okay? Right. What's houses in the midst of World War III? That's it. Okay? Right. It's going to come a time when the most important thing on earth, the most valuable thing on earth is going to be the mercy that's going to come from Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai. Okay? Mercy going to be more valuable than anything that them niggas sold out for, man. And plus the status you're going to get when Yahweh Shai comes, it's going to far exceed what these niggas have now, man.
And it's everlasting. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So you sell out, you sell your soul, but from a spiritual standpoint, you're in turmoil. Yep. You can't sleep at night. Yep. From shit you did, or shit you shouldn't have done, things of that nature. So it pays, like my mom used to say, it pays to do what's right.
Yep. And and the only thing you sold out for was more slave privilege.
That's it.
Because you niggas,
a longer chain.
Yeah, you niggas didn't get no power. Really, it's a shorter chain with just more perks. Cause see, them niggas got handlers. So they got more access to things of this life, but they have pretty much a shorter leash. They got more stuff with a shorter leash.
That's it.
You see?
We got more freedom than them niggas.
Yeah. You see?
If you can, I got a definition, because these niggas, what they're called apostates, man. An apostate is a disloyal person who betray or desert his cause or religion for a political party or friend. Yep. Not faithful to religion or a party or cause.
Yeah, see, Jake doesn't stand solid, all right, on the true doctrine of Yahweh Shai. See, Jake ain't really with the message. You see? A lot of Jake just be wanting attention. That's another thing. Like, Jake be wanting the fame from his platform and then the fame from his platform, man. See, it's a lot of things that's happening that's gonna cause confusion. That's why it's important to be grounded in what you believe, man. Because last year, like I say, Kyrie was a Muslim. He was celebrating. He was on Ramadan during the playoffs. Nigga eating fruit cups on the bench at sundown. Got their ass swept. Yeah, he got their ass swept out of it.
Hey, preach. You gotta let me bring something up, man. Hey, hold on. You said that. Hey, this is
We're in the time where everything comes out to the light, man.
Hey, Proverbs 24:21. My son, fear you, the Lord Yahweh and the King, and meddle not with them that are given to change. Now he's a super Hebrew. I said, but last year he was Islam, man. Okay.
Says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Yeah, right. And he jumps up, and people are going to look to him as some great leader, but they're going to be led astray because he can't give them the full understanding of the things that's going on in the earth, man. Yeah. You see, the Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai has raised up, watchmen for the house of Israel, and they came through conditioning, man. like when you see brothers, man, brothers have been conditioned to get to a certain point where they're skillful to teach other men, okay, of what's going on in the earth, man. Okay, through what? Precepts. You see? You got it, bro.
For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed.
Yep, and see, Jake is ashamed because all these interviews, why haven't they mentioned Yahweh Shai yet? You see?
That's right.
Why haven't they mentioned Yahweh Shai?
Hey, for he had great possession.
He had great possession, man. Jacob make these points, and then another thing, these points have been coming out for decades.
Years, bro.
We've been saying the Jews run everything.
Exactly.
The so-called, you know, the little hat's been running everything, man. Okay? The Ish people. But then they bring it out, okay, now he's the leader of everybody, man.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
What? Everybody's in their life, man. You know, whether you admit to hear these things and be drawn to the word somehow, or you admit to hear these things and be more confused. You got that,
You see what I'm doing?
yeah, get that, let's get that, what's that St. John 5 and 25. That was it. Yeah, finish that.
When he shall come in his own glory,
Yep.
and his Father, and the holy angels, and of the holy angels, but I tell you of a truth, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Yeah, so when Yahweh Shai returns, and see his return is going to be preceded by plagues and chaos, okay? And there's going to be a lot of Israelites that when they had their liberty, they didn't stand for Yahweh Shai, man. You didn't make that public proclamation who you stood for, man, okay? The believers that are going to be delivered, there's going to be no doubt in what they believe in, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Go ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna read it. End OT.
Yeah.
This is Matthew 5 and 36. Just say a simple yes, I will, or no, I want.
Hey, just a simple yes or no, yay or nay, okay? Because you look at these interviews, what is Jake doing? They're dancing around questions.
Filibuster.
Yeah, they're trying to be, you know, they're trying to be a revolutionary, but still be politically correct.
That's it.
You see?
That's it.
I'm still with all people, races, colors,
Yeah,
ages.
that's it.
You know, I just seen some truths in there. I just seen some secret society. Hey, say what it is, man.
Or what he said at the end of his little message, the post. Yeah, but I know who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Who are
know.
you?
Yeah, stop throwing all these fucking hints, man.
Yeah. You know, Blues Clues ass nigga. man.
Hey, anything beyond this is from the evil one.
Yeah, because it's confusion.
That's it.
You see, you causing confusion when it's great, and that's dangerous, man. If you not gonna come straight out, you might well don't even mess with it, man. You should just dribble the goddamn ball, man.
That's it.
Like the announcer be telling you niggas, man, just shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
You know?
And truth be told, these niggas been knowing that, man.
Yeah.
They been knowing. They been knowing that shit.
Look at St. John 5 and 25.
This is the book of John, chapter 5, verse 25.
Because see, everything we see happening, okay, is happening because everyone has to get in their lot when judgment comes, man. Go ahead.
Verily, verily, I say unto you,
Yep.
the hour is coming, and now is when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of the Most High, and they that hear shall live.
Yeah, and that's happening through this word being preached. The elect is being resurrected in the spirit. You see? Go ahead. Because they hear the voice of Yahweh shot through the prophet. Go ahead.
For as the Father had life in himself,
Yep.
so hath he given the Son to have life in himself.
Yep. Go ahead. Because Yahweh shot comes in the volume of the book. Okay? And our people that receive this word, they have been resurrected in the spirit, man. That's why their life has a whole new purpose because they're living a new life, man. You know, because anything outside the spirit of Yahweh by Shema Shai is death, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And hath given him authority to execute judgment also.
Go ahead.
Because he is the Son of Man, marvel not at this.
Go ahead.
For the hour is coming,
Yep.
in the which all that are in the grave shall hear his voice,
Yep.
and shall come forth, they that have done good unto the resurrection of life.
Yeah, so you're going to have those that hear this word, and they're going to be raised up in the spirit, and those are the men and women that's going to be changed, okay, at the coming of Yahweh Shai, okay. So you have the resurrection of life, because as he read, there be some of them that shall not see death. See, there's going to be men that's going to have the story in the kingdom that, look, I was raised up in America and understood the truth, and I never died. I was just changed. You see, they was raised up to immortality, man. Okay, but then you're going to have those on the flip side. Go ahead.
And they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation.
To the resurrection of damnation, there's twofold. Okay, you have Israelites that have been awakened up to their Israelites just so they can get beat with many stripes. Okay, just like you have now. Through Kyrie and Kanye, it's gonna be a lot of niggas that's gonna find out they Israelites, but they're just gonna be the purpose of damnation, to get them many stripes. Okay, and then Yahweh Shai also has the authority to physically resurrect those at his coming, just so they can get the missiles, man. Yeah. You see? Go ahead.
And this is Psalm 13 and verse 3.
Yep.
Consider and hear me, O Lord, my power. Lighten my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death.
Mm-hmm. Lighten my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. And see, the majority of our people are the walking dead, man. Okay? And there's a lot of our people that's finding out that they're Israelites, but they just have the skin only, they don't have the breath. You know, what's that in Ezekiel 37? You got it.
This
Ezekiel
1
37.
Corinthians 11 and 28.
Yeah.
But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of their bread and drink of their cup.
Yep, let a man examine himself. You see, there's a lot of these guys that just see, like you always get into it, like Jake jump on these platforms to be cute. Like they really ain't trying to stand on everything that this entails. Jake just jump out there to be cute, man. You know, want to be seen. But you gotta really examine yourself to be like, it's sometimes where, you know, you really, as a man, you have to understand what you're a part of and count the cost. Okay?
That's actually going into. You have to scrutinize yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you got to count that cost, man.
Yeah.
You got to put everything on the line. The sacrifices, you know, being able or to have the ability to do without, and so on and so forth.
Because the exam is like what, a thorough inspection.
That's it.
You know?
It says, verse 29, it says, for he that eateth and drinketh unworthily, eateth and drinketh damnation to himself.
Yeah, Jake want to partake of the feast, you know, for the lights, you know, for the glory that you get from being a rebel in this society. You know, there's a glory that comes with everything, man. But Jake don't want to really deal with what could possibly happen. You know, like you said, what Pastor Hart said, we could be homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like we can. That's real. Like we can be homeless based on what we believe, man. And that's something that got to be counted, okay? But when you want to try to keep your possessions but still be this great leader of the people, you're going to have conflicting doctrines, man. You know, you're going to have conflict. You know, you're going to say things that contradict each other because you're trying to please both, man. You know?
That's why the scriptures say you cannot serve two masters. That's
Yep.
it. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Most High man.
Yep.
It's either one or the other, like y'all brothers were saying.
Yep.
So for he that eateth and drinketh unworthily, eateth and drinketh damnation to himself,
Yep.
not discerning the Lord's body.
Yeah, you shouldn't even spoke on it, man. You know? Jake can't just let that be that person lane. And see, that's another thing. This society put certain Jakes up to a point where they think they just hop in and out of every lane and just do what everybody do. No, man. You gotta let the men that's built for that do that, man. You know? But then you know not what you asked for. Well, how Shai told James, you know, he said, can you drink of that cup? You know, Jake, we can
You surely gonna do
yeah.
it.
You know, that's a cup that come with this, man. You know? And the Lord has built up his men, you know, and prepping his men and the believers to partake in that cup, man. You know? Yeah, get that Ezekiel, yep.
Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me,
Yep.
and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
Yeah, and see, that's what has happened, all right? The elect receive the breath, okay? Which is the Holy Spirit. And see, the Holy Spirit puts you in tune with the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, okay? The The scriptures speak about how wisdom make you carefree. Okay? When you don't care about the clout and status of the society, you don't care about the opinions and how people feel, man. Okay? Because one thing about it, when you're in that media, when you're in that spotlight, and you're deemed as, being hate speech and all these different things, men that have been liked, their whole lives, man, that does something to them, man. To where they try to save them being likable, man. So they try to dress up, put all this cute stuff around what they really want to say, man. Yeah. I think it's either 9 we're talking about the skin and they get the grip. Something like that. Skin. Because there's a lot of skin on the Israelites being made from what's going on.
This is Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 6. And I will lay sinews upon you.
Sinews is when attaching the muscle to the bone. Nerves and tendons.
And will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Keep reading.
So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above.
That's their identity. Go ahead.
And there was no breath in them.
There was no breath. You see? So you have a lot of skin on the Israelites that's being awakened, but their breath is not in them. That's why they're all over the place, man. Okay? That's why they have no solid foundation in what they believe, because they don't have the spirit. Okay? The spirit gives us the discernment and the understanding of the words and the discernment of the times that we are in, man. Okay?
Like I said, this.
You got it,
Y'all know about bandwagon fans, right?
Yep.
No, I hate bandwagon fans. Bandwagon fans. And that's what a lot of people are. They bandwagon fans. Say everybody came, especially celebrity come in it's true. Say a lot of come in, a lot of people gonna jump on the band. But as soon as the persecute come, them niggas gonna fall off.
And if I could just say this too, a lot of people that knew what we've been about, people that know us personally, that kind of distance themselves, they gonna hop on that shit. Family members and stuff, kinfolk, friends, they knew what we've been teaching all along. But now that it's gonna be the new thing, now they gonna hop on that, man. That's a bandwagon too.
I looked up bandwagon on Intermine. It says originally a large wagon used to carry the band in a circus procession. And it says attaching oneself to anything that looks likely to succeed.
It's the truth. It's the truth. People attaching themselves to this truth.
But when that persecution comes,
They gonna let that bandwagon go.
It's gonna separate.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them, some of them gonna stick.
Yeah.
Because some of them, that's what converted them. The Most High used that mass to convert them, but a lot of them gonna fall off.
A lot of them fall off.
Most of them probably, scripturally, most of them gonna fall off.
This is Mark chapter 4, verse 1. And he began again to teach by the seaside, and there was gathered unto him a great multitude, so that he entered into a ship and sat in the sea, and the whole multitude was by the sea and the land.
So Yahushua is going to go into parables. Go ahead.
And he taught them many things by parables, and said unto them in his doctrine, Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow, and it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up.
Go ahead.
And some fell on the stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depths of the earth.
Keep reading.
But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away.
Persecution.
And some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no fruit.
Go ahead.
And others fell on good ground and did yield, and did yield fruit that sprang up in the increase, and brought forth some 30, and some 60, and some 100.
So Yahweh Shai brought into the parable of the sower. And then he's going to break it down, and we see how it relates to this time today. Go ahead.
And if you look at it, I just thought about this. Hey, Yahweh can be considered as the sower. And the good ground can be considered as Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai is the foundation. And the seed is what? The hopeful elect, or the elect that's going to come out that good ground.
Remember, he was called the second Adam.
Yeah. Damn. That's a video. We got to do that.
And he said unto them, He that had an ear to hear, let him hear.
Keep going.
And when he was alone, they were about him with 12. Excuse me. They that were about him with the 12 asked him the parable.
Yeah, when they was alone. See, there's a lot of things that only the inner circle are privy to, man. Right. Even when you go into the 144,000, it said none can learn the song except the 144,000. Okay? And see, like you said, it's a lot of these jakes, they really want to do what we could be doing. You see, the Most High so cold, we grew up desiring to be like them niggas, man. Yeah. You see? Yeah. We grew up desiring to be like them niggas. Now they desire to do what we do, man. But like, they soul gone. They gone.
And you got to think about this about Jay, because what the scripture say in Jeremiah, that Yahweh had planted us as a holy good seed. So the entire nation is righteous. So when they see us out here prophesying, best believe they're convicted in the spirit. Because hey, at the end of the day, Jake is righteous, but the ways of the world got them behaving, man. He done seduced them.
I got that quick, right quick. Jeremiah 2:21. Yet I have planted here a noble vine, holy a right seed.
Hey, can I say something?
Yep.
Noble's what? Highborn. You know, we're sacred, we're consecrated. Go ahead,
Jeremiah 2:21. Yet I have planted here a noble vine,
right,
holy a right seed.
the entire nation of Israel is the righteous. But at this time frame, only with the elect. And that's why 2/3 will come back from the elect. Because holy, a righteous seed, holy, a good seed. Right? Go ahead, Elder.
How then art thou turned to the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
And that's through the ways of Esau Edom. Okay? And Esau Edom bred, okay, this current wicked nigga that we see today, this wicked generation of Israelite, Esau had a major part, okay, in cultivating that, man. Okay? Through his media and what he glorified, man. Okay? You got it, bro.
And he said unto them, Unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, but unto them that were without, all these things are done in parables.
Yeah, he said the mystery of the kingdom. Okay? That's the dominion of the king. The rulership that's coming to the earth, we know the mysteries about it. That's why brothers are so locked into, we ain't gotta sell out. We got a kingdom coming. That's right. Yahweh Shai, he resisted when the saints said, I will make you rule over everything that you see. But Yahweh Shai knew that he was gonna be the guy in the kingdom, all right, that was gonna come and it was gonna be eternal. Okay? So us understanding the mysteries of the kingdom of rulership, there's no price that Esau can give us, man. All right? There's no position or status or clout within the society that this man can give us because, nigga, you are on borrowed time. You know?
Hey, this is 2 Corinthians 4:3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
Yep, go ahead.
Verse 4, in whom the God of this world has blinded the minds of them which believe not.
Because our people can't see past, all right, the reality that Esau Edom has painted. Okay? Because selling out now is like, you know, Esau said, I'm going to make you a CEO, but the building on fire. You know, y'all in the 3rd floor having an interview, but the 6th floor on fire. You know, and it's working its way down. You know, to make you CEO. So he telling you the perks, you know, you get this vacation, you know, free lunch, yeah. Okay?
It's like signing a contract a couple days before 9/11.
All right. Least the lights of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them.
Yeah, and see, the light of the gospel, it really change who you are. Okay? It make you don't drag your feet, man. You know, that's why, like, really, like, when brothers really before folks woke up. Because somebody wake you out of deep sleep, you know, you be kind of spooked, you know, you don't be all the way there, you know. So that's like when brothers first wake up, they had this zeal, you know, they be over righteous, you know, like a brother that first wake up, you know, hey, he ready to quit. Yeah, he going to his old church. He going on a rampage, man.
Think it's gonna happen tomorrow.
You see? He ain't talking about some all people and all this. No. Brother mad as hell. You know, throwing the Christian tree out the window, goddamn. Yeah, you at Thanksgiving with your hands on precepts when you come to this.
You don't need gas on the Sabbath.
Yeah. Family praying. They say Jesus. You say, man, your house shot.
God damn it.
I say that too.
Hey, he had that zeal. You don't be tiptoeing and dragging. Hell no. He out there, you going crazy, man.
Define him.
You got it, bro.
That seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand.
Keep going.
He said anytime they should be converted and their sins should be forgiven them. And he said unto them, know ye not this parable?
Yeah, so he's finna break the parable down. Go ahead.
And how then will ye know all parables?
Yeah, you don't understand this. Okay, you don't understand nothing. Go ahead.
The sower sowed the word,
Yep.
and these are they by the wayside where the word is sown, but when they have heard, Satan came immediately and taken away the word that was sown in their heart.
Yeah, so the sowing, all right, sowing what? The word. Okay? Because even when you go into broadcast, you folks can look it up on Google and get that second definition for broadcast. What they call live stream or what? A broadcast, man.
If I could have said it, like when you cast a net, a broad net, it's like that's a broadcast.
Yep.
You're casting broadly. You know, you want a mass amount of fish.
This broadcast from Google Dictionary says scattered seeds by hand or machine rather than placing in drills or rows.
Yeah, so it's a scattering of seeds. And this is what we're doing. We don't know what this word is going forth. Okay? We don't know where all this falling. We just casting seeds. We can't control the ground, but it's gonna go into the different grounds, man. Okay? And it's say some fell by the wayside. Going back to the guys of this world have blinded them. There's Satan coming taking that seed away. You might hear some of you an Israelite, but then, okay, because you notice after remember when we used to watch videos, like you would watch a GMS video, then another GMS video would come after. But now you watch a GMS video, then it'll be TD Jakes after, you know, or the Apostles in Christ, you know. Yeah, so that's Satan coming to snatch that seed that you just got planted, man. He's gonna snatch it away immediately, man.
And these are they likewise, which are sown on stony ground, who, when they have heard the word, immediately received it with gladness, and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Afterwards,
Going back to what you said in Ezekiel, the spirit wasn't within them. Because the root is what? Ultimately, Yahweh shot.
Like,
you know?
Like that Gadite used to come out here. He received it. He was like stony ground. As soon as it looked, you know, it was kind of to endure, you know. He fell by the wayside, man. Go ahead.
afterward, when affliction or persecution arise from the word's sake, immediately they are offended.
Immediately they are offended, you know? Because a lot of these jakes, like I say, they jump out here on these platforms, they don't understand the backlash that really come with this, man. Okay? The scriptures say he that departed from evil, making himself a prey. You see? When you go against wickedness, you pretty much go against this whole satanic system, man. Okay? Especially when you have a platform like that. And see, the reason the recoil is so big for them is because they on such a big platform already. So it has a big kickback to it, you know, when they say particular things, man. You know?
Rich man speaking.
Yeah.
And these are they which were sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitful lust of riches, and the lust of other things entering in, choke the word, and it become unfruitful.
And that's going back to these great possessions they got. You know, because when you got a Jake that has been at the bottom and now at the top, Jake don't want to go back, man. And that's the reason why, oh boy, the young man put his head down and walked away from Yahweh Shah.
He knew that he would rather have, continue their lifestyle, so they can fully follow Yahweh Shah. Because it's following Yahweh Shah, that's why when Yahweh Shah was being crucified, okay, but they say, Peter, ain't you one of them? You see? You have a target on your back, man. That was it.
I can say how the scripture go into how surely you come to this world with nothing and surely you will leave with nothing. Roughly paraphrasing, man. That's why people don't seem to understand that just because you have these particular, gifts and everything when you're coming up in these entertainment industries, the sports world and all that kind of stuff, man. But it's been proven time and time again by the time these people hit particular pinnacles, man, they've been lost everything. You done seen it. Bill Cosby, Red Fox, what's the other comedian name?
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody, man. Let's put it like that. All of them, man. Richard Pryor. So they had some riches, they had some good times and everything, but when they died, they had nothing, man. And we're striving for eternal life, man, and incorruptible things, man.
Hey, and Esau tells you it's only 15 minutes of fame.
15 minutes of fame.
And niggas don't have no power.
No.
All you niggas have did was giving yourself more slave privilege. He's like with Kanye, a billionaire, but he can't even find his daughter's birthday party. He on Twitter, on his social media trying to find out what his daughter's birthday party is, man. Okay? Nigga have no power. That's embarrassing, man. Okay?
But Kanye said that he was in a glass prison.
Yeah.
Right? And he has handlers.
Yep.
I got one. Mark 8:35. But what should it profit a man if he should gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
You lose your soul because as a man, if you don't feel no type of way, that you gotta get all this permission from another man to do something, man. Okay? That's why even with Abraham, he turned down the riches from these certain kings, because he was like, at least y'all say y'all made Abraham rich. Abraham like, I get my own. I got my own thing going. Okay? And as Israelite men, that's what we're going back, that's the mindset we're going back into. The hell with this man's society. What's that precept we always do? I'd rather go into the mean cottage than in the wide house. Yeah, you feel that?
It says, Mark 8:37, or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
Yep.
So
What should?
Yep.
Got it.
That's pretty much like your dignity,
Yeah.
your self-worth.
Yeah. Right.
And you gave in exchange for you've gotten wealth on this side in exchange for your self-worth.
Yeah.
Like you said, one thing that comes with a man is liberty.
Yep.
Being your own boss, being your own man. So you still got handlers. I mean, people are here to handle you.
Right.
And when you're making this so-called society, you gotta get your manhood taken. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Literally.
Hey, they're saying like, bro, hell, you can have, like you say, $100 million on your account, but you gotta get up out your bed when these Edomites call you and look, go get on this plane, meet us here for this wild little freak ass party that they want you to be a part of, man. That ain't worth it, man.
And you don't gain the whole world. What the scripture said, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world?
What you gain, huh?
You gain another slave owner, man. Because Esau don't give you access to everything he got access to. He don't let you go to particular place that he go to. You know what I'm saying? So you Israelites don't gain the whole world. It doesn't profit you, man. You become an uppity slave, man, a house nigga. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you get out of line, hey, the record speaks for itself. These devils come down on you, man. And they make you apologize nationally. That's like making you walk through the streets butt naked, basically, man, like they did in the old days, man. You know what I'm saying? So you really, hey, You should step out on faith, man. Since you sit up here and talk like you believe in the Most High. Well, I ain't even say that. You say you know who you are. But if you know who you are, you should go as far as knowing who your power is. And if you know who your power is, you should believe in your power, have faith. And you should step out on that faith, man. Tell them fuck they basketball, fuck they money, fuck they record contracts. You know, the scripture says strive for the truth unto death, man. So if you truly striving for your people to know who they are, if you truly striving in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua for your people, man, then you should do it to death, man. You should be willing to lay down your life for what you believe in,
But
man.
see, it's still your Lord. You're still alluring it. You know what I'm saying? Once you've been exposed, now you're heavily infatuated with the lifestyle. See, Moses didn't get caught up in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He disconnected, right? Yahushua disconnected. You know what I'm saying? But these cats right here, it's the allure. Yeah, Apostle Paul.
That's why, in the New Testament, one of our main steps in his faith is to overcome you, overcome your lust,
That's it.
because the nature of this kingdom is the allure of lust.
That's it.
It draws out your lust,
That's it.
desire, lifestyle.
That's it.
Every time you watch a rap video, they're marketing a lifestyle to you. We've been marketing a lifestyle since we was little ones. So now you become of age and you have the opportunity to obtain that lifestyle. All right, so you got to basically tell the king, fuck up the delicacies on your table. Fuck those dainties on your table, man. You know?
This in the NLT, Hebrews 11:24. It was by faith that Moses, when he grew up, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. He chose to share the oppression of God's people.
Think about the faith Moses had, because Moses was in it. He had lived this type of lifestyle for a season, but Yahushua was dealing with him, and what happened? He disconnected.
He chose to share the oppression of God's people instead of enjoying the fleeting.
And that's a man with integrity, right? You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High was dealing with him, right?
He was on a way higher level than these niggas, man.
He had real substance.
Yeah, Moses was like an elite, you know, because Egypt was a superpower. Egypt was the dominant nation in the earth, you know, and Moses was in the actual courts of Pharaoh, man, you know. So you Jakes, here it is, you just have, you know, a decorated prison. You know, your prison cells is more decorated than mine, you know, and you niggas don't want to let that go, man.
They got more posters than you do.
Yeah, the microwave, the foreman grill.
It's like they steal those dogs in the backyard, but they leash just a little bit longer. They got more room in the back, you know, in the backyard, man.
The collars,
They got that shot collar on them that they can go so far.
Yeah.
So when it's time to do that roll call, what they said to us was, that nigga ain't down here.
So that shot collar, yeah. That's when you start spending enough money, you know what I'm saying? That's when you got that black collar.
Yeah.
because everything you have, it didn't come from the earth, it came from the elites.
That's right.
Spending their little money, the factory made money that they printed out, you know, you riding their vehicles. You know, it's not actual worth.
It depreciates as soon as you put your hands in it.
Right.
All right. So he said he chose to share the oppression of God's people instead of enjoying the fleeting pleasures of sin.
Woo, the fleeting pleasures of sin. But this, hey, the cares of this, the fashion of this world passes away. See, whole society is actually fading away as we speak. Like the Lord is finna end this place, man. This is gonna be the end, okay, of a lot of things that our people glory in, man.
Okay, the jean apparel, the denim apparel,
Yeah.
faded glory.
Yeah.
Babylon's glory is fading.
Yeah.
You know?
And since you said that, bro, fleeting, I just looked it up. Oh, go ahead and bring it up.
It says lasting for a very short time.
Drifting, moving away. A season, man.
Yeah.
It's a fucking season.
Wait a minute, that's in Revelation, right? How the beast came back to rule for a little season.
Yeah,
That's right, he was loose.
Yeah, it's loose for a little season.
What's the scripture that talks about how riches
Oh,
gets itself with eagles,
and
wings, and fly away?
Yeah.
That's fleeting. You niggas sell out for 15 minutes of fame. Esau tells you it's only 15 minutes of fame. Because you have to factor in what? You gonna get old? You know what I'm saying? And they have to get somebody new. Why? Because they have to target the next generation through a form of what? Social engineering. Right? It's the same process, just a different mechanism.
This 1 Timothy 6:17. Charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches.
Yeah, and that's why Esau is able to just come in there whenever he wants to. and remove everything. So 1 minute you're high, the next minute you're gone if you don't do the details of that oath you take. Meaning he's gonna come in there, first he's gonna slap your hand a couple times. Then if it get really real, if you're hard-headed, it's gonna take your life. You know?
With this American dollar, it's likened to what, fiat currency?
Yeah.
You know, so let it be.
Meaning what? Let it be.
Yeah.
Going into what? You know what I'm saying? It's true riches if your mind believes it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's true riches if your mind believes it.
You think it's real?
You
real.
think it's real, it's real.
Yeah,
So if I give the elder, that's all that shit
Yeah.
is. If I give the elder $200 and he say, yo, this shit is real, and if he goes and try to buy something, then hell, that's the concept of fiat money. You actually go to the store and try to purchase something.
Right.
Well, you know, it's not all things that have value come from the planet Earth,
That's it.
directly from the Earth. So where's the dollar bill in nature? Where's the FRN in nature?
Yeah.
Because originally it was backed by what? Gold and silver.
That's it.
So I mean, that's why we call you privileged slaves. You only have that type of power in the Western world under the elite's currency, man.
Like give you your money in the bank, you know what I'm saying? It's just like numbers.
Yes,
That's
it's
all it
numbers,
is.
man.
Cause that money's still getting, invested in by the bankers, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And your riches is based on Edomite's emotions.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know, he can wake up and feel some type of way. You said something he didn't like, man, and he, blackball you, man.
That's it.
That's not a way for a man to be.
That's not right.
Slavery.
Yeah, exactly. You better off dead.
You a unit.
You're a unit.
Like Killmonger was in the right spirit.
You ain't lying.
You know,
You
he
see
tried
what
to
happened
spare
here?
his life.
Exactly.
He said,
Gone
shit,
off me, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
And this 1 John 2:15. Love not the world.
Hey, love not the world, meaning what? Don't be emotionally attached to the world because everything is temporary and it's driven from your lust, right? Go ahead.
These are the things that are in the
And
world.
guess what? Esau, what he does, he makes our people victim to their lust, victim to their desires. Slaves to your desires by what? Putting other sellouts in front of other sellouts.
Hey, can I say something?
Go
real
ahead.
quick?
Sure.
Because you know, the Satan makes following the laws of the Most High. He makes following the laws of the Most High like it's slavery.
Right.
Either you're gonna be a slave to the laws, or you're gonna be a slave to your lust. Either you're gonna be a slave to the laws or a slave to your lust, man. That's all I had.
That's it.
And that's why America's known spiritually as Sodom. You know, that word Sodom goes into burning. Every factor in this society is always attached to your lust, what you desire. That's why I say this place was burning. People burning their sexual desires, lust, lewdness. You know what I'm saying? Everything that is just negative to you. How about your shot? Everybody's burning into you, man. That's why this society learned that it's like it's freedom, it's liberty, man. You know.
The sensual Roman Empire.
That's it.
Sensual goes back to the senses.
Right.
You want to please your senses all the time,
Right?
excessively.
No boundaries.
No boundaries.
And carnal.
Carnality.
Carnality.
Isn't that what carnal goes back to? I could be wrong. Carnal. That's what the gemstone carnelian comes from. Carnelian goes back to carnal, like your flesh. It's the color of flesh. All right.
All right, tell me. Can you finish that for me? Then you next. Go ahead. bro.
Any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Right. Meaning the Holy Spirit is not within you. Why? Because like the priest said, that basically either you're gonna serve the Most High or you're going to serve Mammon. You can't serve both. Even Master P said, ain't no in and out, ain't no halfway in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick a side, man. In everything you do, you have to pick a side. B, how was my Master P impression?
It was spot on.
All right. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh,
Right.
the lust of the eyes,
And his lifestyle promotes what? Death. It promotes death. Kanye is spiritually dead. Kyrie is spiritually dead. We're living. You're living. Right? Go ahead, bro.
the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world.
Right. The pride of the life is not of the Father. It is of the world. And who controls the world? Satan. That's why 2/3 of our people wanted, what was the guy name? Barabbas. And when you go into that term, it means what? Son of God. What God? The devil. Satan. Meaning what? At that time frame, Satan was still controlling. And that's the reason why 2/3 wanted Barabbas instead of Yahushua. Go ahead, bro.
All right.
Say the pride of life. And because the pride that people have comes from the lifestyle of eating,
That's it.
you know?
The black one
Yeah.
Buffett.
Yep.
The black Bill Gates. My bad.
I'm
Get in
just
there,
saying,
bro.
like,
Get
you
in there.
look at people that's proud, it's lifestyle behind it. Now, you got some proud niggas that's broke, but you know, a lot of times their pride comes from the lifestyle or the status. Because that's why you got that term, do you know who I am? You know? You know what I'm saying, do you know who I am? Fuck they gotta do with this situation we're doing right now, man. You know? Who you are, man. God damn. But that's going back to that pride of life that comes from what Esau says is prosperity.
That's it. That's it. Go ahead, bro. Do it.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 4, starting at verse 18. And Yahushua, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishing.
And this was nothing but foreshadowing what they were going to do from a spiritual standpoint eventually. Go ahead, bro.
And he said unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of
And
men.
that's what it's all about. And this is the best profession in the world. This is our call of duty, Lord will. Go ahead, bro.
And they straightway left.
Meaning what? When you look that term up, it means immediately. They didn't even think about it. As soon as Yahushua told them what to do, they dropped the net. And guess what? They wasn't attached to their father because they was out there with their family. They left their family and they followed Yahushua. That's why it brought it back when Peter said to Yahushua in Matthew 19 and 27, we have forsaken or abandoned, meaning destituted everything.
Because this was their livelihood. This is how they supported themselves, their families. You know, this was their business, man. But they seen the bigger picture, man, which was a spiritual picture, man. They seen the apparently the glory of Yahushua, man, where they was just drawn to him, man. They knew this man was something special, man. So they was willing to give it up, man, everything. But these jakes, man, they don't have that spiritual, the eye, if you will, man, to see that there's a big thing happening, man, a big spiritual thing that's manifesting daily, man.
Yeah.
But they're steady trying to keep a grasp on a false reality, man.
That's it.
Something that's gonna come to an end.
They're not looking past America.
That's
That's
right.
it. They're not looking past America. You can't even see America not being here.
Yeah. Like, even like these so-called, you know, the guys we watching the mental spirit, it's like all about how value men, but it's all about within this society.
To get a
It's
woman.
like above America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A high value Roman.
Yes. How value and hey, and then the main goal is to you upgrade yourself in order to get a bitch.
And the women have never upgraded themselves.
Never.
They've never, you know,
Never.
they didn't lower their body count. You know
And
what I
that
mean?
shit don't exist. Why Will Smith is not respected by Jada? What about Kevin Gates? All right, so on and so forth. There's no, Jay cannot be a high value man within captivity. The Edomites are the high value men beginning with their nobility. Okay, they're the high value men. Point blank period. And I don't care what you got or don't got.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm saying that's why when Yahushua said this in Luke chapter 14, verse 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father,
And you gotta hate your father, man. Meaning what?
And I do the real law.
That's it. Not saying, Dad, fuck you, because the scripture goes back to Exodus, what, the 20th chapter. You honor your father and your mother. No, Dad, I can't eat pig feet. No, Dad, I will no longer attend church with
That's
you.
it.
And that's it. But when your dad or your mama call on you, goddamn, you go.
You might
You
take
go.
out the trash.
Yeah.
You might call you to go pick up
Yeah.
some sticks.
That's it.
But
That's
scripture
it.
goes into those who dishonor their mother and father, their lamp shall be put out.
That's it. And what's your lamp? Nigga, you. And what P say? This will be your last day. I got a Master P demon over here.
Knock
Go
your
ahead,
lights out,
bro.
man.
and mother, and wife, and children, and
Right.
brethren,
That's it.
and sisters.
That's it. So, and this comes with what? From a spiritual standpoint, what the priest was saying, when you're born again. When you're born again, that doesn't mean you don't love your family. No, it's just Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushua is priority. Now remember, in Exodus, the 20th chapter, the Most High said, I am a jealous power. And in Hebrew, meaning what? He wants you to shut everything out and focus on him. Let your eye be single on him. Right? Go ahead.
Can I
bro.
say this, Elder? Because if you don't listen to Yahweh Shah, the person that you love, he can take
They
away
become
from
the
you.
They will be the
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Spirits. They become the sacrifice.
Because some of you so in love, mama.
And that's if you the elect.
Right.
You know, if you the elect, the Most High force you back into the fold,
Exactly.
and that'll come with a loss of some of you love.
Yeah.
But if you a nigga, if you a 2/3, you know he'll off you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yea, in his own life also,
Right.
he cannot be my disciple.
Hey, you cannot be Yahushua's disciple, all right? If you put everything and anything before Yahushua, I get that stronghold. Bro.
Right, this is
You got that
2 Corinthians 10:4.
Right.
For the weapon of our warfare.
Hey, this is a spiritual warfare, okay? So we have to combat Satan in the spirit, such as Yahushua, right? Matthew the 4th chapter. He didn't pick up a stick. He didn't even use spiritual power. He used what? The scriptures. He walked in the spirit to combat Satan, right? Go ahead, bro.
On our corner,
Right.
but mighty through the most high
Right.
to pull down the stronghold.
Mighty through the Most High to pull down. Pull down means what in the Greek? Demolition. Going into what? Destruction. Strongholds is what? Arguments. False arguments. Believing in America is a fucking stronghold. Feminism is a stronghold. Christianity is a stronghold. So you want to say something?
Well, not. And every facet of America's existence collectively makes up their stronghold.
That's it.
And every facet of America's existence is getting challenged and
That's
exposed.
it. That's it.
The pharmaceutical industry,
That's it.
all right, the Food and Drug Administration,
That's it.
all right, feminism,
That's
all right,
it.
Christianity.
Yeah, stronghold.
That's why we can't use guns.
That's it.
The Most High is pulling down your construct.
That's right.
All right, he's pulling down that belief in you.
That's right.
That American is the SHIT.
Mm-hmm.
That's a stronghold being knocked down, man.
That's it. So Yahushua is the crane, right? And the prophet is the crane operator. And we're using the doctrine of Yahushua to demolish these strongholds.
Just like a great millstone.
A great meal.
Hey, Yahushua got that crane swinging that great millstone.
Man, boy.
Do you feel make a point?
I was just saying, like, you know, your point you were making. Esau, he can't attack this because it's spiritual. Man.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Because he does everything by carnal means, man.
Yeah.
So something like this spiritual, that's how it's lead, man.
It's like Captain the Bike called the style clash. You know, Esau doesn't know how to respond with weaponry. He don't know how to respond spiritually. So what? Cut the channel. You know, he don't know how to respond to you got a boxer. There's one is orthodox, the other one is southpaw. It's like a style clash. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so even when bring your
And
point
basically, you know, the lies. It can be because it's all lies. America based off lies, man. They've been lies since day one. Since day one.
Now, they forge your mind.
That's right. They lie. That's all they do. Lie.
That's it. And since you said that, bro, I must get this out in the Greek for strongholds, right?
Let's go.
Strong's G 3794.
Which means what? Are the arguments and reasonings by which a disputant endeavors to fortify his opinion and defend it against his opponent. We are the opponents. We are the opponents destroying what these strongholds based on a person's belief system. And we just identified different strongholds, such as feminism, believing in America, right? Saying that Esau can be saved, saying that the small hats are the real Jews. All of these are strong. Anything that goes against the standard of the scriptures is a stronghold.
As you add,
Christianity.
in those strong in the middle of the medieval times, a stronghold would be like a fortified city, and those walls would have been there a couple hundred years.
That's right.
So these strongholds have been erected since the Renaissance.
That's it, bro.
We're living in a time, hey, the stronghold is finally getting knocked down. It started back during the 1400s, 1500s.
Right.
Our parents are still Christians.
That's it.
500 years later.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What else? What we was going into another stronghold? I say Caesar Borgia.
Yeah.
You know, that's a 500-year-old wall, man.
That's it.
Nigga
Oh,
culture.
my God.
That's a 50-year fucking wall, 60,
right.
70-year wall, man.
That's a strong wall. Right
Yeah,
there.
the feminist movement.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Now get the apostles last.
This 1 Corinthians 4:9.
Right.
All right, and it says, "For I think that Yahweh Ba'ashem Abishai has set for us the apostles last."
What? To remove, to destroy these strongholds, right? Not these entertainers. right? Kyrie was made to play basketball. Kanye was made to rap. And Lord will, we're made to what? Teach and preach the word of Yahweh Shem Shah. But that doesn't mean that they're not useful to the agenda of the Most High, right?
Push out the,
That's it. Just to
vibration.
amplify the truth. That's all it is. Go ahead,
As
bro.
it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men.
All right, now, when you go into that term, last, now, Yash, I thought about you. You gonna really like this definition.
Strong's G 2078. Eschatos. Eschatos.
Now, just to get to the point, it means which precedes or before the times of the Messiah or the glorious return of Mashiach from heaven will be closed.
Open the act.
That's it. That's it. The heralds. Hey, Star Herald. We are the heralds of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Open the act just keep you entertained.
That's it.
Because really, you go into the open the act, like if you're a promoter and you do shows, you have opening acts because you want the building to maximum capacity before the main event comes out.
That's
So
right.
the opening act will entertain and keep everybody, engaged until their main singer will come out.
That's
Their
it.
main performer will come out.
That's it.
And at this time, it's your house shot.
That's it, bro.
You know?
That's it. It's quiet. What you say about the spectacle, bro?
Right? And it says, for I think that Yahweh Bashim Shah has sent for us the apostles last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men.
Okay, a spectacle. Going into what? What do you, if something is a spectacle, what does that mean? Basically, you're looking at it. You're looking on it. By who? The angels look at us. And men, women, and children as well. Now, to further that point, get that precept, bro. Isaiah 30 and 20.
It's Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20.
Right.
And though the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, give you the bread of adversity
In the form of the curses. Go ahead.
and the water of affliction,
In the form of the curses. Go ahead.
ye shall not, ye shall not, thy teachers be removed into a corner
Hey,
anymore.
your teachers shall not be removed in a corner anymore. Meaning why? Because the apostles were set last, right? The apostles were designed to be a spectacle, right? And when you go into that term, to be removed out of a corner, it means what? To be out of view. Now, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, hey, Great Millstone is an international camp, right? A spectacle amongst men. We're no longer out of the view. Now the eyes see the teachers, the followers, the 2/3, the non-elect scattered throughout the four corners of the world. Esau, okay, everybody. Go ahead, bro.
This 1 Corinthians 4:9 in NLT, it says, instead, I sometimes think the Most High had put us apostles on display.
Display, right? I remember when I used to work at a grocery store. Certain items we put on display. It would be, hey, those items would be front and center, right? So the purchasers could come in there and see that first and grab those items. And it's the same thing with the apostles. Hey, it's a segment of men that are really down for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And those men are the apostles of Great Millstone, whether you receive it or not. Go ahead, bro.
Like you said, like different stores do that. That's nothing but a marketing strategy.
That's it.
That's what the Most High is doing through the prophets.
That's it.
Right? And it says, verse 9 again, it says, instead, I sometimes think the Most High put us apostles on display like prisoners of war at the end of a victor's parade, condemned to die.
Condemned to die. Hey, hence the term martyr, which means what? A person that willing to die, or it's like it, a person that dies for his belief system, right? So you're gonna have martyrs of this truth. Point blank period.
When the Northern Kingdom went through Spain,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they was like on display from everybody.
Oh yeah.
Made
That's
like
it.
a shame to them.
That's it.
Yep. So it says, condemned to die, we have become a spectacle to the entire world,
That's it.
people and angels alike.
Hey, we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube, so we are a spectacle to the entire world. Right?
But thine eye shall see thy teaching.
Hey, and that's literal. That's literal. Via YouTube. Now we broke down 19 Psalms, the 19th chapter last week. Via YouTube. The net. The line. Going into the internet. Right? Is that it? Go ahead, my brother.
It's Isaiah 19 and 19, in that day shall there be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt.
These are the campsites. Modern day Egypt is who? America. Modern means just now. So the Most High has us on display utilizing these campsites through the mechanism of YouTube. Go ahead, bro.
And they pillar at the border thereof to the Lord Yahweh Bashim
Now,
Shai.
a pillar is something that will stabilize something. It's a foundation technique, all right? And through a great millstone is the only camp doing it. And other camps that teach the same doctrine. Go ahead.
Verse 20, and this shall be for a sign and for a witness unto the Lord of hosts.
A witness is a testimony, a sign for the Lord of hosts. Go ahead.
Where we get the word sign.
Okay.
Isaiah 19 and 20.
You want to add to it too, bro?
Yep. Okay. And it says, for they shall cry unto the Lord because of their oppressors, and he shall send them a Savior and a great one, and he shall deliver them.
Who's the Savior? Yahweh Shai. Who's the oppressor? Esau. Who's crying? The elect. The elect.
All the abominations that are in the midst of it.
Go.
Man.
The preacher Quad had brought out a display, man. So this is the definition for display in etymology. Something shown to the public, something intended to communicate a particular impression, a visual representation of something.
So we got that definition for token. What definitely work that was
Display.
display. You know? And it says that we shall be for a sign, all right, in the midst of Egypt. If you got that word sign, which in the Hebrew is adat.
The sign of remembrance, a miraculous sign,
Yep. Read that one there.
a distinguishing mark.
A distinguishing mark. You see? That's the Lord raised up prophets for a distinguishing mark. Because
That's what he asked. That's the same Hebrew word for the curses.
that sign.
Yeah.
Because you can go 5 miles that way down Capitol Street, and you're going to see Deuteronomy 28:15. 68.
Omen,
Omen. You see this?
a warning,
A warning. Go
a
ahead.
token,
A token.
an ensign,
An ensign.
a standard,
A standard.
miracle,
A miracle.
proof.
Proof.
You see?
Yeah, it's pretty much like a monument, like a memorial. You know what I'm saying? That's what the House of David represents, man. I was looking at that word pillar from the Free Dictionary. It says an upright shaft or structure of stone, bricks, or other material, relatively slender in proportion to its height, in any shape and section, used as a building support or standing alone as for a monument.
Hey, this is a pillar. This is a pillar.
Zion.
Zion.
This is our one. You know? And this is what the Lord is raising up. Like the elect is pretty much reminding the Most High of his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Man. The covenant he made with our forefathers. Like the elect being raised up through faith and obedience is reminding the Most High, all right, of the promises, man. You know, and this is why the Lord has all these things happening at the same time. You got this back and forth, you know, about who the Israelites are. They investigate the small hats, but you still have inflation, the MOT beast, the digital currency still being implemented and set up. All these things happening at the same time, man. You know.
Top Navy commander said a big one is coming.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? From there.
Iran got hypersonic missiles now. You know.
This is Hosea 5:15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense
Yep.
and seek my face In their affliction, they will seek me early.
In their affliction. And that's why the Lord see, just like the brother said, there's going to be believers that are brought in through the affliction. Okay? And then there's going to be some that's going to be too late for them, man. Okay? So this is the time that we are in. The Lord is setting the stage, all right, for the last act of the movie. Okay? The stage is being set for the last act of the movie, man. Okay, this is the last scene. You know? Yeah, this the last scene. Yeah. What's that? First Peter 4, Second Peter 4, 7. You had something? I think Second Peter 4, 7.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face.
Hey, Esau is being exposed. Okay? Esau is being exposed, man. On a whole other level, you see, he's getting so tacky. All right? Everything he's doing is tacky as hell, man. And see, the reason why you see him going all out is because he can't get nothing to stick. You know, he can't get the narrative to stick like he used to, man. You know, he had us going with the 9/11. You know, he had us going for decades, man. You know, that was the last, great thing. Other than that, But now, when this nigga do something, it's broken down the next 10 minutes on YouTube. You know? Yeah, they going to the signs. They showing the same prices actors.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
Man getting tacky, man.
And what Evelyn say, the worst thing they did was create.
Right.
Oh, my bad was David. Oh, my bad, that's right.
And I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame.
You have to show the nation thy nakedness, man. Okay? America's in shame in the earth, man. You see, it's not as wicked as in America. America is way more wicked than all other nations. Like, when these nations look at America, it's like, God damn. You know? Like, in Iran, you still have the morale police. You know? Stuff like that, man. All right? But America is just on the stage to where now this place looks filthy on the world stage, man. The things that they allow to go on, man.
And America's leaders is a representation of how pathetic this place is, man. Creepy Joe, man. He's a representation of this shit country, man. And I mean, look at him. He's stumbling all over the place. He's trying to shake somebody's hand again who done shook it. I mean, he don't know his wife from his daughter. I mean, he's in bad shape, man.
Don't fall for that shit. Huh? That man ain't nothing wrong with that man. That's that illusion we're talking about. Who in their right mind gonna follow this nigga? Think about it.
He is the devil.
Exactly, man. All this shit is an illusion. Ain't no way they're gonna put a demented person, you know what I'm saying, as the president of this corporation. It doesn't make sense. A leader of a free world, it doesn't make sense. Yeah.
And it shows you how dumbed down the people are.
That's the point.
Because it should have been an uproar that he there, even though it's an act. Like, the fact that he's in office and you entrust this, because what's another term for the president? Commander-in-chief. Okay? So if he's supposed to be commander-in-chief, you mean to tell me you don't have an uproar that this man is the commander-in-chief of the nation in time of war? Right. That's what niggas should be protesting. That's what the American people should have been protesting about, man. You know?
He said a nation of sheep will beget a government of wolves.
Yeah, because these people care nothing about entertainment. Like, when you see what's the mindset of masses of people, it's all about some type of come up or some type of entertainment. That's all people care about. Attention, all right, chasing the bag. That's what consumes people's mind. Things that really matter, people don't care about, man. That's why they, and at least put Biden up there to do that act just to see the awareness of the people. The people don't care. They'll rather march for pro-abortion, you know. They'll rather march. You got people that was mad because people didn't want the juice. You had the people that were pro-juice mad at the people that wanted the juice, you know. So it's like these people care about things that don't matter. Matter of fact, they care about death. I think you got Drake, Alicia Keys, and they pretty much signed a petition that you shouldn't be able to use rap lyrics in the court of law.
Right.
But goddamn, these niggas is rapping about the actual murder. Yeah, the niggas at the grave. Leaning on the picture. You know what's that nigga Fulio? Yeah, the names. You got a poster of the niggas, man. And then you say you can't use that in court. But goddamn.
And I want to say, even if you break down the terminology of Joe Biden, in the Hebrew, Joe is what? Yahweh, which means to add. And Biden means what? Continually. To add continually to the system. You know? And I got a precept for you, bro. This is Ecclesiasticus 10:2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Hey, Joe Biden, how they present him as a decaying old man.
That's
Look
the
at the spirit of this place now. The decadence of this society, man. Just like ancient Rome, man.
Lost,
man.
Yeah.
I got a quick precept for you too. Now, that's really going into the leaders of Israel, but it link up. Isaiah 9:16.
Yep.
For the leaders of this people cause them to err,
Yep.
and they that are led of them are destroyed.
Are destroyed. You know, because Jake, main leaders are who? Because they were begging for Biden to save them from Trump. You know? They were begging Biden to save them from Trump, man. And now they got Biden and they juiced up, okay? Inflation, unemployment, okay? Yeah. You see?
When they refer to him as the lesser of evil.
Yeah, the lesser evil. What sense that make? Okay? Yeah. But see, that's how dumbed down society has gotten. And if the least haven't done anything else, they have made Americans extremely stupid, man.
And Jake will put him back in there, bro.
Yes, they gonna put that nigga back in there.
Jake will put him in.
Yep. Especially if it's against Trump again. You know, yeah, he had no time. You know?
Right, the people should be petitioning to get this nigga out the office.
Yeah. Hell.
Based on his mental state. Based on his mental state. As it seems.
But if you say he ain't having enough time, hell, y'all ain't getting Howard shot number 3.5 years. He ain't do a full term. Yeah, he ain't get to do his full term. If you want, well, nigga, look, he ain't had enough time. You know?
That he ain't get in office.
You got that first two, yeah.
I got one, too.
You got one too, back there.
Like this 1 Peter 4:7, but the end of all things is at hand.
The end of all things is at hand. See, the Most High is finna end this thing. This is why all these events are happening, man. Okay? That's why you have things going on in your personal life, things that probably go on within the camp, because the Most High is tightening down the screws, man. Okay? Because it's finna get hectic out here, man. You see? The end comes with chaos, man. Okay? And we on the brink of all that chaos happening, man. These talking points that people are so infatuated with ain't finna matter in the time to come because it's finna be severe out here, man. You know, you got it, bro.
It says, but be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
Yo, watch unto prayer. Be ye sober and watch unto prayer, man, which is being level-headed, man. Sober in the spirit. Okay? Being watchful, man. You know, these are the times that we are in, man. We have to be really watchful of what's going on because there's a lot of enchantments out there, man. It's a lot of confusion. It's a lot of devices of the wicked, okay? And a lot of people are going to be ensnared that's not rooted. What's that in Ephesians 4 and 13? You got it, bro.
I did Proverbs 29:2.
Yep.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Yep.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Okay? And Esau Edom has created a horrible society in the earth, man. This is a low level way of living on earth, man. And he's finna even reduce that. You know? How restricted we are now, he even wants to have more restrictions. Hey, because even when you go to the CBDC, the central bank digital currency, do you know that money gonna be programmable? Okay? That means he can program how much you spend on what he wants you to spend it on. Okay? He can program it to where you can only have $20 worth of meat this week. Okay? $50 worth of gas this week. And then it's to the point where he can program it where the money don't work 5 miles outside of a particular radius, man. Okay? Like you have this liberty to leave here and go to Memphis and hang out on Beale Street. Well, if you got programmable money, that money don't work outside of a certain radius. Okay, you can't do that. Okay? This man wants to bring even more oppression to the earth, okay, in his attempt to try to play the Most High through his technology, man. This is what this man is really up to, man. And that's why I gotta be called out directly, man.
Right.
Okay? Yeah.
It's all about control. This is all about control, man. He want to control the whole world, man. He would like this. I just saying, I would have the whole world in his hand, and that's what Esau want. He want everybody to move on his beat. Move like do this, you do this. I mean, that's all he do. Go ahead, bro.
Russo said with the interview.
Yeah.
What's the name? Alex Jones. He interviewed with Alex Jones. You know, he was talking about Nick Rockefeller.
Yeah.
He said it's all about total control. Like they
It's
got
all
all the
about-
money that anybody ever want. It's all about control. Which shows you how they really try to be like the Most High. How they want to control your spirit.
Yeah.
You know? And all it means to this too, by doing that, is transitioning to this digital currency, man. Taking that corrupt.
And then, man, he wants to control your thoughts. He wants to be able to move thoughts and put thoughts within you, man. Like, this man is on some deep wickedness, man, in the earth. He wants to try to rewrite what's written. And he thinks through the left hand, okay, his technology, all right, that he's going to overcome, all right, the prophecy of him being removed out of power, man. Okay? That's why it's going to lead to that war in heaven, man. That physical war between Yahweh Shai, the angels, and this damn devil, man. Okay? You got to get that.
This is Ephesians
Get
chapter.
that, verse 12 and 7. You got that.
This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 11.
Yep.
He gave some apostles,
Yep.
and some prophets,
Yep.
and some evangelists,
Yep.
and some pastors and teachers.
Yep. So the Lord, go to the body of Yahweh Shai, the ministry. The Lord has given men particular offices. Okay? And he's going to tell you why he gave particular men these offices, man. Go ahead.
For the perfecting of the saints.
For the perfecting, the completing of the believers, man. Okay? This ain't the time to have gray areas, man. Okay? That's why we tell you these celebrities are not your leaders. They're not here to perfect you in the knowledge of Yahweh Shai. They don't even say the name Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? They're here to play their little role and cause controversy, but they're not to be followed, man. The Lord set up a whole body of men, okay, for the perfecting of the saints. Okay? That's why brothers come in different spirits. Brothers got different teaching style. Brothers got different personalities, because it's all to perfect the body of the saints. Because you can't, one thing about the ministry, you can't be one way. Okay? The body teaches you how to be versatile, man. You know? Go ahead.
For the work of the ministry.
Yep.
For the edifying of the body of Hamashiach.
For the edifying of the body of Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Till we all come in the unity of the faith,
Yep.
of the knowledge of the Son of Yahweh.
Till we all come into the unity of faith, having this same belief. Okay? That's why I say it has to be understood what we believe in, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the statutes of the fullness of Hamashiach.
To the measure of the stature of the fullness of Yahweh Shai. Okay? Your leader should be, all right, molding you into Yahweh Shai. That's what this thing is about, for the Israelite men to be molded into Yahweh Shai. That's why Yahweh Shai came and walked that perfect life and also was faithful unto death, because that's going to be some of our lots, is to be faithful unto death. Okay? Yahweh Shai taught how he taught, okay? Because that's how we should teach, man. Preaching that the kingdom, all right, of Israel is at hand, man. The kingdom of the Most High is at hand. Go ahead.
That we henceforth will be no more children,
Nope, yep.
tossed to and fro.
Hey, that's what Elder Bun always says, man. Spiritual maturity, man. Okay, you come to a time when we have to mature in the spirit. Okay? And that's why you even see, you know, over the years, how brothers have pretty much teach more of a scholarly style than from a perspective of being angry at the world. Now it's about edifying and building up. You see? Why? Because there's spiritual maturity happening through the teaching, man. Yeah. Brothers know how to manage their day-to-day better. You know? Brothers know how to deal with unbelievers better. Okay? Why? Because the body is growing up. You see? Go ahead.
And carried about with every wind of doctrine.
Yeah, we shouldn't be cared about. You know, you 5 years in the truth, and you know, you wonder if you should be following Nick Cannon or not, man. You know? No, man, you gotta understand what you're a part of, what's going on, man. Yeah. You know? Come on, man. Go ahead.
By the sleight of men,
Yep.
and the cunning craftiness, whereby they lie and wait to deceive.
They lie and wait to deceive. Okay? There's still a lot of deception amongst the body. And that's why we gotta be rooted. That's why this is a daily, you should have a daily spiritual regimen, man. You know? You can't be detached, you know, fall back for 2 months and come back, you know? You done missed out on a whole lot, man. You know? Because the body is continually growing, man. You know? That was it.
Revelation.
Yeah, get that revelation, yep.
And it's Revelation 12 and 7.
Yep. Because this is what this is leading up to. You see, it's getting to the point where the Most High is going to have to send Yahweh Shai back to deal with this nigga because Esau won't stop, man. Go ahead.
And verse 7. Revelation 12 and 7. And there was a war in heaven.
Matthew 24.
Michael and his angels
Yep.
fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought. The dragon fought and his angels.
Yeah, and the war in heaven is talking about the Shemayim, the atmosphere. Okay? Because now these heathens have, all right, their militaries in the atmosphere now. Okay? It's never been like that before. Okay? So what's going to happen is Esau is going to keep continuing, okay, for his new world order. All right? He's going to keep trying to enslave the masses. He's going to keep trying to do away with the seed of Israel. Okay? He's going to keep, you know, just destroying the earth, destroying people. He's just going to keep going to the point that Most High has to send Yahweh Shai back, man, to deal with this man. Okay? Esau, this nigga has done so much, man, that his judgment got to come from another realm. You know? Because on earth, they can't, nobody on earth can deal with this nigga, man. You know? Not, you know? Because even with Iran, they need help from Russia, China, you know? You see, go ahead.
All right, and verse 8. And prevailed not, neither was there a place found any more in heaven.
Your place is found any more in heaven, which is in the rulership. Okay? Because this war, what Yahweh Shai is coming to do is he's coming to wage war of righteous to remove Esau out of rulership, man. This man has to be removed out of power. Okay? Niggas still want to apologize. Niggas still talking about reparations. No, this man has to be removed out of power. Okay?
What's the whole Air Force? Anytime?
Yeah. You see? So we in the time now where both sides going to make that big change in the earth, man. It's going to be a change of rulerships, man. You know? And pretty much with prophecy just has given us the head up. You know what they call it in the stock market when you get the tip? You know, inside trading. Yeah, see? We know what's going to happen. We know because the prophets are like insiders. You know? We know what, okay, remove stocks out of this and put it all in this. You know? So we remove our stock out the world and put it all in your house shop because through prophecy, okay, we on the inside, man.
And that stock started with a pen.
Yep. Yep.
In the spirit, we sit at the table with Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
You know, we shared us, his secrets to us, man.
Yep.
That's why I say, he's going to suffer to us.
Yep.
All right, verse 9. And that great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceived the world, world.
It said that old serpent, okay? Letting you know that Esau, all right, he's going to get paid back for everything that he's done from the serpent all the way to now, man. You know? The devil, okay, is cast out. You see? That's the cry, all right, of the elect, man. It's for this man to be removed out of power. Okay? Okay, not no damn reparations. Okay, or open apology. Okay, or another black college. Okay, no. This man has to be removed from the power seat of the earth. He does not need to keep making decisions for the earth, man.
Rooted out.
Yeah.
Yes, I got some food for that.
Done, got it.
It's Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened,
Yep, start at 21. Yep.
for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since in the beginning of the world.
Yep. The worst time ever. And that's another thing people are not talking about. You know, because they make such a big deal about this whole Kyrie thing. But see, it really, he's just saying something simple. We the Israelites, they not. That's the truth. Okay? It's like if I said this brother has a blue garment on, I have a red one. Okay? It's just a statement that was made. Why does it have to be a 2-week debate on every network on cable about what's being said? Okay? But we come into the worst time ever. This should be the debate.
Yeah, brother.
Okay? This should be the conversation, man. Okay, go ahead.
Such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
Go ahead.
And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved.
Except for the days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Okay? Esau will put the earth out of business, man. You know, like a bad manager or supervisor, they could take a company out of business. This man will put the earth out of business, man.
Right, Josh, you know what? You can also add this nigga will kill himself.
Yeah.
No flesh shall be saved.
No employees, you know.
Well, that's why he's trying to go out of space.
Yeah.
You said like a madman sparing that.
Yeah. Because he making the earth barren where it don't bear fruit. Hell, the juice making women barren. Okay? How the hell you have a breast milk crisis, man? Okay? When you, as a woman, you produce milk. Okay? This man is making everything unproductive in the earth, man. His decision making is destroying the earth, man. Okay?
Life out there.
Yeah.
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
For the elect's sake, man. You know, because what are the elect doing? They're crying out against this man. The complaints are coming up continually, man. Just like during the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? Hey, the Heavenly Father sent those angels down because there were so many complaints about Sodom and Gomorrah. Because they were wilding, man. You see how they, because you can just imagine how Sodom and Gomorrah was if they were trying to break in Lot's house to deal with what they thought was a man. So what was going on? So what was going on to regular men just walking down the street, man? That's probably getting gang bang, all type of crazy shit, man. Like it was, it was complaints. That's why the angel said in Genesis 6, I will go down to see if the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is what it say it is, man. You know? Roughly paraphrase.
Because if the leader's not doing their job on earth, then the Most High intervenes.
Yep.
So if it gets, if his house, his business gets out of hand, I had a piece of my phone too.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, starting at verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
Yeah, because if you a Christian, or if you a heathen and you a Christian, you understand the book that you read is your slavery. You read, you know, you were walking around with a book with about your slavery, man. Okay, because the narrative of Christianity has nothing to do with the Bible. Okay, if you are an actual heathen of another nation and you a Christian and you walking around with the Bible, you're walking around with your slavery, man, with your captivity. You know, you got it, bro.
To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Yeah, hey, then you have people, you know, that, you know, I say these heathen Christians who claim that they're awaiting the day because you be watching little alternative news and they'll tell you how bad it's going, it's getting, you go into the comments and the Christians, you know, are you right with Jesus? You know? Jesus on the way, get your life right.
Like 7-year tribulation.
But they don't understand. that mean nukes for half you people. That's right. You finna get nuked.
And this is the result of Jesus taking the wheel.
Yep.
Right now.
Yep.
This is what happens when Jesus takes the wheel.
Jesus drove you niggas to nuclear destruction, man.
Jesus got a continent missing.
Verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him.
Hey, it's gonna be the Lord is gonna terrorize the earth. You know, it's gonna be a constant life of people that trying to survive, man. Every moment you trying to survive, man. Okay.
It's like a spiritual final destination.
Yep.
The theme song of America gonna be definitely around the corner.
Big,
You know what I'm saying?
Jay like talk about big pressure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be big pressure in Earth, man. Yo, every second gonna be game 6. You know,
Big stuff in there.
fourth quarter, yeah. Every second gonna be fourth quarter. Everything on the line. You know.
To the, so we say, like we say, this is the Lord's movie. We come to the horror scene version,
Yep.
man. It's gonna be a straight horror scene on earth.
And you gonna hear the organ in the background, man.
That's the battle of the shadow of death.
Yeah,
Death
that's
round.
it.
Yeah, where you go?
The bodies hit the floor.
Yeah.
Verse 20. Shall the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
Yeah, because Yahushua coming back with the anger of the Father. Like the Most High is not gonna physically come down and express his anger in the earth. That's why he has the famine, the plague, the war. And ultimately, Yahushua gonna have the biggest portion of the Lord's anger when he comes back. That's why I say he shall tread them down in the winepress with the fierceness and the wrath of the almighty power. Okay? Yahushua is going to have the biggest portion of the Lord's anger within him when he comes back, man. Okay? And that's why we want to be on the chariots, because really what we're doing now, all right, we're copping the plea. You know? We're sending a message to the other realm like, look, we submit already. Yeah. You know? Because that's what happens when there's a change of rulership, okay? What's the first thing that happened on the Game of Thrones when they change rulership? The question they gonna ask, are you gonna bow the knee?
Yep.
You know, to the new king. But we bound the knee now.
Yeah.
You know?
Kissing the sun.
Yeah, we kissing the son. At least he be angry. Matter of fact, read that real quick. Yeah, you finish with man, kiss the son. Yeah. That Psalms 2, last verse.
Psalm 2:12.
Yeah.
Psalm chapter 2, verse 12. Start from 11. Serve the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, with fear and rejoice with trembling.
And rejoice with trembling, go ahead.
Kiss the Son, lest he be angry,
Kiss the son, lest he be angry. Go ahead.
and ye perish from the way
And you perish from the way. Go ahead.
when his wrath is kindled but a little.
When his wrath is kindled but a little. Okay? See, the Lord's anger is different, you know, from the anger of man. He said when his wrath is kindled just a little. Like famine, civil unrest, that's going to be the Lord's wrath kindled just a little. It's going to intensify with the missiles. And then it's going to intensify more when Yahushua comes. You see? So it said, kiss the son, lest he be angry, okay? And you perish in the way when his wrath is kindled just a little. Go ahead.
Blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. And see, we trust in him now. That's why, you know, even when with the whole thing with the juice, there was like a test. Like brothers were ready to quit. You even had some, you know, sisters, you know, they were ready to quit if need be, and ready to just step out on faith when they was getting ready to make those mandates. And then, you know, they blocked it. But, you know, hey, but there was like a check to see where we was at, you know, and prep us for what was to come with the Karagma when it's really going to be on the hour of temptation. Okay? So we want to showcase that trust so we can receive mercy, man. You know, wrath of the Lord come through Yahushua. What's that in you had something?
I got something.
Yeah,
What we
you
talking
got-
about?
That's in Isaiah 26:20.
What we talking about? How they bow. This is they bow. We're gonna have to.
Yep.
Then Luke 19:27.
Yep.
But those that my enemies, which would not that shall I reign over them, bring them here,
That's them.
slay them before me.
Yeah, hey, so this is King's talk. My enemies that would not have me to reign over them, this is Israelites, all right, they're going to have to get off. They're still going to refuse the regime of Yahushua, man. Okay? But that's the mindset, all right, of an ancient king, because if you're not willing to fully submit, okay, you, all right, are potential rebellion. You see, the earth is going to go back to ancient judgment, not off this whole, you know, emotional. You gotta get in tune and try to see what's going on with it. No, we finna go back to ancient judgment. Like, we finna kill you based on your potential and what you kill people. Because that's why you kill a lazy nigga. Based on the potential that this nigga can be trash and produce more trash niggas. So let's go kill this nigga today. Yeah, we gonna kill this nigga today.
Swift.
Yeah.
Hey, we really have that creed, a right to a speedy trial.
Yeah.
We really had that principle in the ancient world.
Yep. You know what I say? Some mother and father grab that nigga up. You know, grab this nigga out the couch. You know,
Right.
drag it. You out here today. You know. Yeah. 26 and 20.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into the chambers,
Yeah, that's the cherry. Go ahead.
and shut up thy doors about thee.
Yep.
Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation overpass.
Hey, until the indignation, the Lord's anger be overpassed. See, we have to be in those chariots while the Lord is bringing his indignation to the earth. That's going to be the only safe place that's going to be in them chariots, man. You know? Hey, and you're going to have the elites, they're going to be reserved for captivity. Okay? But the chariots for Israel, that's going to be the safe place during the wrath of the Lord going throughout the earth, man. Just like Noah. That flood was the wrath of the Lord going throughout the earth.
Right,
Okay?
right.
But Noah was preserved because he was inside their ark. Okay? The chariots are going to be the flying arcs, man. You know, because it's going to be fire. He's going to flood the earth with fire this time, man. Chiefly America. You know? America going to be flooded with fire. Okay? You got it, bro.
This is Revelation chapter 15, verse 2. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire,
Yep.
and them that had gotten the victory over the beast.
Yeah, so that's the aerial view from the chariots of America, okay, being on fire. Okay? You see in America through the atmosphere, it's going to look like a glass mingled with fire. Go ahead.
And over his image, and over his mark.
Yep. And those are ones that got the victory over his image. Like you said, the battle is really over your lust. Because the image of the beast is appealing to what? The lust. Your flesh. Everything about it. Okay? Because really much, the way women dress, it's like you're walking around and they're naked pretty, because you can see all the curves. You know? So as a man, you're constantly aroused, but that's part of the image of the beast. You know, do as thou wilt. Okay? That's why they took even gender out the equation. You know? You just, an orgasm is an orgasm, no matter. You see? That's just part of the image of the beast, but see, the elect have got the victory over that because we see beyond this, man.
Today they would call the image of the beast westernization.
Yep.
The Western way, American way,
Yep.
modern.
Yep. I'm the woman liberated.
Liberated,
Yep. Go ahead.
And over the number of his name,
Yep.
stand on the seat of the glass, having the harps of Yahweh.
That was it. You know? And it just goes into the aerial view for those that have gotten a victory over the society. Because the more we thirst for righteousness, the more we hate this place. So the Lord is coming to get those that thirst for righteousness, man. Would you get that Matthew 5:3? What you got, man?
This is 2 Ezra 4:28.
Yep.
But as concerning the things whereof thou asked me, and I will tell thee,
Yep.
for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet.
Yeah, the evil is sown, but the destruction hasn't came yet. You know? Because even, you had the flood, it wiped away pretty much the wicked generation. You had the sons of God being wicked, but then you had the earth heavily influenced by Cain as well. Okay? And that generation was wiped away. But then you had that seed being sown again through who? Esau Edom. And when he came into power this time, he really sowed that seed of wickedness in the earth, man. You know, especially these last since the 60s. You know, and you had that you know that what's that guy that we went to the other day? Was it Alpha Kinsey? You know, and the one that went into the sex study of sex and masturbating, and you know, they even did a study with pedophiles, man. Where they were having intercourse with kids, and they say every time the child passed out, it was an orgasm, man. Okay? This is the wicked seed that this man has sown in the earth. To now that the pedo people, they have a political correct term. Minor attractive person, MAPS. Okay? But then you got you know, a woman on social media saying keep your 9-year-old daughters from GMS men, from the men of GMS. Well, goddamn, you don't gonna keep it from Esau? You know? You ain't gonna keep it from the Pope? Or Roman Catholicism? Or gang culture, or thought culture? You gonna keep your 9-year-old daughter from Cardi B and Glorilla? You know? But see, this is the wicked seed that has been sown in the earth. And anything that righteous, this earth is automatically set up to go against it, man, and get defensive, man.
Verse 29. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down,
Yep.
if the place if it's sown pass not away,
Yep.
then cannot it come that it's sown with good.
So it can't come with good until this place is taken down. So our main thing now, the next phase, is this place being taken down. Okay? If that's not your next thing that you're waiting on, you don't understand what the Lord has coming, man. You don't understand the overall agenda of what the Lord is doing in the earth, man. It's time for a righteous kingdom to reign in the earth, man. Okay? It's time for Yahweh Shah to establish the throne of David, man. The earth, we're meant to enjoy the earth, man. We can't enjoy the earth with this nigga, man. Okay?
We live to enjoy our families.
Yep.
You know each other.
Yep.
You know your sons, your daughters. We can't
Yep.
enjoy any of it. You got pets. You can't even really see your pets. He at work all day.
Yep. The earth is suffering with this man in power.
A quick point while you're looking for the scripture. You know, Esau puts us up as the bad guy on earth. But why is there so-called global warming?
Yeah.
You know, why is there goddamn chemtrails and mass poverty?
Yeah.
You know, who's the culprit of all that, man? You know, wars all over the earth, man.
And most bodies of water, you can't even drink out of. Like you think about the bodies of water that's around us. You can't drink out the Pearl River. You can't drink out the reservoir.
And that happened when that one came.
You see?
Because gas used to stay drinking out of the bodies of water, man.
You can't just go to a creek, you know. Hell no.
Die.
You know?
Plastic in the ocean,
Yeah.
you know.
This ain't it, man. Okay? This is a very base, low-level, restricted way of living. But see, Esau shower you with convenience and entertainment to where you think, okay, that this is it. Okay? But there's nothing long-term here, man. That's why people only enjoy, all right, their youth. That's why you have the woman in her 40s and 50s still trying to be a 20-year-old version of herself. But that's the only time she was really getting some type of enjoyment out of life, okay, when she was on. But then you go back in the day, our grandmothers are full of joy in life, you know, in their 60s and 70s because they see the fruit of them nourishing generations of children. Now those children are heads of family. Their grandsons now are heads of family. That's their joy. Okay, now they got their collection of purses. Okay, or some goddamn girl trip stories, man. Okay, this is not it. Everyone has been removed far from their purpose, and that's why the Most High is just about to get rid of a lot of spirits in the earth, man. Okay, the earth is overpopulated and with wicked spirits, man. That's in these people, man.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's overpopulated, the wickedness, man. All right,
Pest control
get that right here.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Yeah, blessed are the meek, man. That's another thing, man. Okay, people are so goddamn proud, man. You know, people are so full of pride, all right, that you really hate being around people. You know, hate to have to deal with people for the most part because there's so much pride in the earth, man. The meek finna inherit the earth, man. Because one thing about it, meek don't mean that you're passive or a pushover. Meek just means that you understand that everything you have comes from Yahweh by Shema Shah.
That's right, bro.
Everything you are. Okay? It doesn't mean, you just feeble, walking around, talking soft. No, it just means that you understand no matter how great you are, it all comes from Yahweh by Shema Shah, man.
right.
You have a reverence. When it comes to order, you immediately know how to get in order. Even amongst the body, amongst the brothers, man. Being meek, you can be, a man that's firm and austere, okay? But then when it's time for order, you know how to humble down to that order, man. You got it, bro.
I think that word is meek also in Hebrew goes to afflicted.
Yep.
Like, because the 12 tribes are the afflicted. And we're going to literally inherit the earth, man. We're going to gain possession of who are we afflicted by? Esau, Edom. It tells you in Romans that they were oppressed of the devil. But like you were saying, man, knowing that order, man.
Now, get people, okay.
Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled.
Blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness. He hunger and thirst after this now, man. And we're going to be filled. When Yahweh Shah comes, he's going to satisfy our hunger and thirst for righteousness, man. Because he's going to have it laid out for us in righteousness, man. We're going to get those glorified bodies, okay? We're going to get order. We're going to get that top wisdom. We're going to know how to get the earth back in order, man. We're going to be satisfied, man, okay? We're going to go back to brothers having houses in the earth, man. Each brother's going to be their own house in the earth, man, okay? We're going to be joining houses through marriage, okay? We're going to be satisfied when we're able to live like that eternally, man. You see? In the image, in the perfect image of our Father through His Son, Yahweh Shah, okay? That's what this thing is about, all right? And that's who's going to be in those chariots, those that hunger and thirst and have a craving for righteousness, man. That's who Yahweh Shah wants to plant as a righteous nation in the earth, man, okay? Everyone else going to have to deal with the anger of the Lord, man. They going to have to deal with the indignation, man. You see? Yeah.
This Revelation 21:1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. Woo! From the first heaven, for the first heaven and the first earth was passed away.
Hey, the new heaven and new earth, man. New rulership and a fresh earth. Okay? This is what John the Revelator is seeing, man. A whole new world. That song from Aladdin. It's a whole new world. Yeah, it's called spiritual.
Yeah, it is, though.
You listen
Yeah.
to the lyrics, right? No, one part said, no one tell me where to go. True sovereignty, man. Hey, because in this society, you always got goddamn work hanging over your head, man. No matter what you do in the back of your head, you gotta wake your ass up, okay, with that alarm clock, all right? It's always in the back of your head, no matter what you doing, man. That shit always in the back of your head. You gotta report back in, man. Yeah. You dream you at work, you wake up, like, God damn. Then it be really time to go, you like, it's a bitch, man.
And don't you hate when you get up right before it's time to go to work? You don't got that little 10-minute time.
Yeah. You go back to sleep, you late.
Yeah.
God damn. This ain't it, man. And niggas gonna take the corrallment for this shit, man. To chase, like you said, you become a high value man to get low value women as your prize. Okay? What type of shit is that?
You never saw an episode of The Price is Right, and that was like, and now you're gonna win a new used car, and you get overly excited. Nobody advertises a new used vehicle.
Yeah.
So when they advertising these American women like it's a new shit, a new hoe.
Yeah.
Welcome to America.
And the first earth passed away, and there was no more sea.
And the first rulership. It says heaven and earth shall pass away. I'm sorry. The earth abideth forever.
Yeah.
All right? The earth abideth forever. And you hear people say things like it's going to be a paradigm shift. That is a translation of kingdom. That's the paradigm shift. a translation of thought processes on the earth.
And the Lord put us in the spirit to what? Rehearse the righteous act.
Yep.
We're pretty much rehearsing eternity, man. You know, the standard that we are learning and carrying out in the earth, we're pretty much rehearsing eternity, man. Okay? And that's what Yahushua is going to bring. Okay? An eternal righteous kingdom in the earth, man. This is what the apostle was preaching to the Gentiles, man, that was into all these different gods and, Greek mythology and all these different things. They was preaching, all right, the kingdom of Yahushua to them, man. Okay? A rulership in the earth. Okay? Because Greek mythology went into all these different, afterlives and you're going to do this. And they're like, no, we going to do this in the earth. Like, no, we're going to be immortals. We're going to be gods in the earth. You see? According to what? The scriptures, man. See? You got it.
Verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High, out of heaven.
Yep. And see, when we come out those chariots, all right, we're coming down to establish righteousness, man. Okay, that's when slaves are going to be gathered. Okay, brothers going to get what they want, the best of the best. Okay, and that's why I say, even with women, like, man, we going back east, man. This shit here ain't it, man.
Hell no.
Okay, that's why I don't like nothing in America. Wine, goddamn liquor, cheese. I try to get everything that ain't from this motherfucker, man.
Right.
Because America, like you always say, it produces the lowest quality grade. It's quantity, but it's extremely low quality, man. It's convenient, but it's extremely low quality, man.
Extremely low.
And brothers gotta have a mindset, if the Most High put you, put something in your situation, hey, you gotta deal, but then you gotta think beyond this shit, man. Because the women of this society are so goddamn damaged, man. Okay? And a lot of them, you don't have time to try to undo that shit. They too fucked up. Yeah, cause the men are through, you see, but the women has been deeply penetrated with this shit because she had perks that came with this shit. Jake been on child support since the 70s, goddamn.
Yeah.
You see?
Yep. She had perks to put you on child support.
So it's like the woman has been so deeply damaged, it's like a lot of them you can't do nothing with. So it's now we in the mindset now, look, we just gotta go back east, man. We not from this motherfucker, man.
That's right, bro.
This is not us,
right,
you
bro.
really get homesick. Like this ain't us, man. Hey, baby, hey, you know what, hey, baby, we follow this bitch down the block.
Well, our forefathers would have just got a Harley.
Yeah.
Why chase a Harley when you can buy a Harley?
It's inconvenient. You taking the Harley on the date.
Yeah.
You know.
She scrolling through her phone while you're on a date.
Yeah. That's another thing. Like this is terrible. You taking this bitch on a date for months and there's another niggas knocking her ass loose, man. You know. Yeah, you feed this motherfucker, but then she still got other niggas in rotation that's knocking her down. You know. But see, that's what the serpent gave to Eve. Like shit, you can have it this way. Why you got to be one of many when you can have one of many?
You can have a rotation.
You can have a rotation. You know?
You can have several husbands.
You see? Off as hell, man. And that's why we look forward, we thirst for righteousness, because this ain't it, man. You know?
But something you have said a while back, bro, that really resonated with me. Eve pretty much, she wanted Adam's power. They want our power.
Yep.
You know?
But they don't want the responsibility. You know? They don't want the perks to come with it. You see? Because when the nation of Israel would go off, okay, the Lord pretty much, they're real harsher with the men. You know? The Lord dealt harsher with the men. You see that? Because we was the ones responsible for keeping things in order. So everybody wants the perks of power, but nobody wants the responsibility that come with that, man. You know, but see, we learn it's a responsibility, all right, when it comes to leadership. It's a responsibility, even having multiple women, it's a responsibility that comes with those things, man. You know?
Even the possessions you currently have, it comes with a responsibility.
Right, bro.
Prepared as a bride going for a husband.
Yeah, because a bride, all right, we spend a certain period of time getting decked out, for a hood, getting purified through oil, and we're being purified through His Word, okay, for the coming of Yahweh Shah, when the bridegroom comes back to deliver his bride, okay, from Esau, man, because Esau gonna be trying to what? Penetrate you, man, with their Quran, okay, but we're that virgin that's what? Howling out, we're screaming out, Yahweh Shah. We scream out, hey, we belong to Yahweh Shah. We're crying out, You got it.
Joel chapter 3, verse 13.
Yep.
Pick ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe.
Yeah, the harvest is ripe. Go ahead.
Come, get you down, for the press is full.
Yep.
The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
Their wickedness is great. So now it's time for Yahweh Shema Shai, okay, to really throw in the sickle, okay, which is what? An instrument of cutting down. You see? So you get that in Jeremiah 25 and 33. This the time that we're in, man. A lot of people need to be removed off the earth. When you look at it and you see the judgment written in the scripture, it makes sense why the Lord is going to do what He's about to do in the earth, man. 25.
Jeremiah 25:33.
Yep.
And the stain of the Most High, and the slain of the Most High shall be at the day from one end of the earth even to the other.
So the slain of the Lord in that day, all right, shall be from one end of the earth to the other. Go ahead.
To the other end of the earth, that shall not be limited, neither gather nor barrel.
Yep.
That shall be dug. That shall be done upon the ground.
Shall be done upon the ground. Okay, the Most High, all right, He's going to do a mass slaughter on the earth. Through the plague, through the famine, through World War III, through Yahweh Shai. Okay, and it's going to be like they're going to be done upon the ground. Nothing. Okay, because through Esau Edom, he has increased people to nothing. So Yahweh Shai going to treat them as nothing. All right, through this slaughter, man.
Hey, well, with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh Ever underscore elder apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone well. Peace and blessings, health and wonders to the outstanding with the elect. Above. Come out, shout. How about Shema Shabbat? Shalom.
Shalom.